So, here I am writing about my college experience at Untag Surabaya while I'm still living through it. Well, it's been quite a ride, honestly. 6 semesters down, and I'm still here in Sidoarjo, sitting here, completely exhausted, but somehow still kicking. Let me tell you how it all went down. It all started with orientation week, which was probably the most confusing mix of exhausting and exciting I've ever experienced. I remember being nervous as hell, not knowing anyone, just this kid from Sidoarjo just trying to figure out how Surabaya was supposed to work. But you know what? I actually met some pretty cool people during those first few days. We were all tired, confused, and probably a little homesick, but there was something fun about going through all that chaos together. The activities were tiring, like seriously tiring, but I found myself actually enjoying it. Made a few friends right off the bat, which was more than I expected. First semester was honestly a dream. Everything felt so easy compared to what I've been worried about. The studies weren't that hard at all, which was a huge relief because I'd been stressing about college level work for months before starting. I had this solid group of friends and we'd hang out all the time. Between classes, after classes, weekends, we were practically inseparable. Looking back, that was probably the most carefree time of my entire college experience. I thought this was how all of college was going to be. Second semester rolled around, and things were pretty good. Got to meet some new classmates, which was cool. That's also when I really got into the rhythm of commuting from Sidoarjo to Surabaya every day. Train rides, bus transfers, the whole thing. It became this routine that I actually didn't mind because I'd use the time to listen to music or just zone out and watch the scenery change. But I started noticing something that made me a bit uneasy. My friend group was slowly starting to drift apart. People were finding different interests, getting busy with different stuff, and I could feel us all pulling in different directions. I tried to hold everyone together, like maybe if I just tried harder, we could all stay close like we were in first semester. Then, third semester hit me like a truck. Not because of the academics, those definitely got harder. The real punch came from my friend group basically deciding that they didn't want me around anymore. I still don't fully understand what happened, but I heard through the grapevine that they've been talking about how they didn't want me hanging out around them so much. That stung, man. Like, really badly. I mean, I still respect them as people, but the disappointment was real. Here I was trying to keep everyone together, and they were actively trying to push me out. The studies got more challenging too, which didn't help my mood. But there was a silver lining. I started meeting new faces in my classes. It was anxiety inducing, but at first, but because I was already feeling pretty raw from the whole friend situation. But these new people turned out to be pretty fun to be around. It was getting like it was like it was like getting a fresh start when I really needed one. Fourth semester was when things started looking up again. The coursework was more bearable, I think, and I managed to reconnect with one person from my old friend group, which felt good. But the real game changer was meeting this cute boy in one of my classes. I won't lie, I was immediately interested, and somehow I ended up getting close to his whole friend group. The best part? We all bonded over gaming. Finally, people who understood my obsession with mobile games and basically games in general that could actually keep up with me. Those gaming sessions become the highlight of my week. And then came fifth semester, which was interesting, honestly. I got this internship opportunity at Proofread's Communication Hub, this translation company, for 4 months. The work itself was pretty easy, especially since it turned out to be completely online, but here's the kicker. The company didn't bother to tell me it would be online until after I'd already signed up for night classes to accommodate that what I thought would be in-person work. So there I was taking night classes I didn't really need to take. But you know what? Those night classes were actually kind of fun. Maybe it was because half of the classes were usually absent, so the atmosphere was more relaxed and well, I feel more relaxed because there's less classes in a week. Or maybe it was just the weird energy that comes with studying at night. Either way, the classes felt easier than my usual daytime ones, and I got to meet different kind of people. Now I'm in sixth semester, my current one, and holy hell, things have gotten intense. I'm in my last month of this semester. I'm in my last month of this semester, and I can honestly say it's been the most hellish period of my college experience so far. I got accepted into this community service program through campus, which sounded great in theory but has been stressing me out beyond belief. The assignments are piling up like crazy, and I'm so exhausted that I can't even play games with my friends anymore. That's saying something because gaming has been my main stress relief throughout college. I'm burnt out, but there's been good stuff too. I've gotten closer to more of my classmates, which has been nice. I found out some of them are into Pokemon like I am, and others are into horror games, which is awesome because those two are my favorite things. It's funny how you can be in classes with people for months and then suddenly discover you have all these shared interests. The commute from Sidoarjo hasn't gotten any easier, by the way. If anything, it's kinda hard because I'm so tired all the time. Those train rides that used to be relaxing, taking time, have turned into desperate attempts to squeeze in a few minutes of sleep or review notes for whatever assignment is due next. Those train rides that used to be relaxing, thinking time have turned into desperate attempts to squeeze in a few minutes of sleep or review notes for whatever assignment is due next. What's crazy is how much has changed since first semester. Back then, I was this naive kid who thought college would be consistently easy and that friend groups lasted forever. Now I know that college is more like a series of ups and downs, and sometimes the people you think will be with you through everything just aren't. But I've also learned that new opportunities and new friendships can pop up when you least expect them. The academic side has been a roller coaster too. Those easy first semester classes feel like a joke compared to what I'm dealing with now. But I've also discovered that I can handle more than I thought I could. Even when I'm completely overwhelmed, somehow I keep pushing through. I'm looking ahead to 7th semester now, hoping I can finally breathe a little easier. The 6th semester has tested every limit I thought I had, and I'm ready for things to calm down a bit. But honestly, despite the stress and the friend drama and exhaustion and the crazy workload, I don't regret any of this. This whole experience has taught me so much about myself and what I can handle. College at Untag has been nothing like what I expected. But maybe that's exactly what I needed. Here's to hoping the next semester gives me some room to breathe while I figure out whatever comes next. Well, even though it'll most likely to be impossible, but a student can dream of resting, right?